Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, we're going to have a live stream with our dear guest Moazzam Begg. He will be joining our live stream in shortly. I'm Abdul-Malik, as you know me, so we will be having a live stream with Moazzam Begg regarding our Muslim sister Amina Girikhanova. So stay with us and you can share this link. We are standing here on the picket basically because it was raining. I just went on a side. Every one of you welcome, and from this moment obviously we will be speaking in English in this channel, inshallah. Everybody's welcome, and if you could share the link, that would be grateful, because we'll be speaking. Moazzam Begg is a human rights activist, and he is a well-known person who is willing to help our sister Amina Girikhanova. So hopefully he will join us soon. So stay on the line. While Moazzam Begg comes live, I will just show you around where are we and what we are doing. Just can you confirm me how is the hearing? Can you hear me well? And how can you see me, the viewing and the hearing? How is it? Can you write me please in the live? So here we are in our picket. This is our picket. As you can see, we have a Chechnyan flag, freedom flag, flag of Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, and we also have a Ukrainian flag. And I'll show you just our banners. Thank you, Baysangur Jamalayev. Baysangur Jamalayev says, Allah ato boil hawasha. It means may Allah help you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna show you our banners again. Freedom for Amina. Stop the extradition. Romania sacrifices to a tyrant. So that's our tent and the speaker. That's where we're staying. No guarantees from Russia. Isn't Bucha enough for you? And now I will show you the other side. Basically, we are campaigning against Russian and Romanian embassies because of the Russian fabricated case. Amina Girikhanova was placed on Interpol system, and because she is on Interpol system for false accusations, Amina Girikhanova is arrested in Romania when she was running away from Russian terror when it reached to Ukraine. As we've told on previous videos, Amina Girikhanova was residing in Ukraine after she escaped the Russian terror in Chechnya, in occupied Chechnya. But when Russia invaded Ukraine, Amina Girikhanova has run away from Ukrainian war, but she was arrested in Romania. And since then, Amina Girikhanova is being held in Romanian prison illegally. So we are trying our best to get Amina Girikhanova released and to be united with her 8-year-old child. So, Moazzam Begg sent a request. Okay, he's with us now, and I will accept it. 1 second. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, dear friend Moazzam Begg. Welcome to our live stream.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My pleasure to be speaking to you, brother. You fine? Can you hear me?
The video is really
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now I can hear you well.
Okay.
Welcome, Moazzam Begg, to our live stream. And before we start our conversation, it's going to be obviously short stream. We will have a short discussion about our Muslim sister, Amina Girikhanwa. And I would like you to introduce yourself, please, because as we have met only yesterday, I would consider you would introduce yourself much better. But as I was told, you are a very great man, and you are well known, obviously, as well, and very well respected. And again, to our live stream, and please introduce yourself.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. First of all, it's a pleasure and honor to be speaking to you, Brother Abdul-Malik, about the very, very important case of Sister Amina Girikhanwa. And the moment I heard about her case, I felt that this is something very important for us. And we can talk about that in a moment. I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Moazzam Begg. I'm a former prisoner of the United States, held without charge or trial at Guantanamo Bay for 3 years. I am the outreach director for CAID that campaigns for people, particularly Muslims who have been targeted in the war on terrorism and have been detained without charge or trial. What I see is happening with Muslims across the world, whether it's the Uyghurs, whether it's in India, and especially in Russia, I can see that they use this language. They try to detain and target Muslims by calling them terrorists, when in fact what's being done to the Muslims is a form of state appropriated and state level terrorism applied on individuals. And so when I've seen, for example, when I was held in Guantanamo, there were several brothers who came from Russia, from different origins, from Tatarstan, from Chechen origin, and the Caucasian origin. Some who returned were actually killed in Russia by the Russians, and some remained in prison for many years. Others refused to return to Russia because they knew that they were going to face the same fate as other Muslims there. So we know that Russia has been one of the key Islamophobic nations in what it has done. And now that I've seen what's happening to Sister Amina, and learning from you, Brother Abdul-Malik, that unfortunately several European nations have extradited people from Europe to Russia, a country that's known to practice torture and human rights abuses. It is almost unbelievable that a country like Romania could arrest, based upon a Russian request, a person like her, and then seek to extradite her to a place where the rest of Europe is in almost at war with. Our entire economy has been affected by this war. Our entire connection and relations, international relations, have been affected by this war. So how is it possible that somebody like Sister Amina, how could they even contemplate and consider to detain her based upon a request from Russia? It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. And I think this is something that we need to send this message right across the board to the Muslim community and beyond, that to treat somebody in this way, whilst you've got literally people being targeted in Ukraine by the Russians, by drone strikes, by the different effects of the ethnic cleansing taking place. That is unbelievable that that type of thing could happen. And I think that, Brother Abdul-Malik, that the entire community can get behind you on this one. There's no reason why people cannot support this, knowing what the Russians can and have done.
Absolutely right. I totally agree with everything. Russia is known as committing crimes against humanity, and it is bizarre to witness what is happening on Amina Girikhanwa's case. I'm just walking and away and showing the background of what we're doing, where we're standing. So, as you said, Russia have been witnessed, I mean, the whole world have seen what I've done. Yourself, you have witnessed, you have experience from another brothers who have been extradited to Russia and what happened to them as well. And as we've talked about another stories, another facts, basically, what happened to refugees who came initially, escaped from the Russian terror, but when the application, asylum application or refugees, well, for any reason, when it was refused or for whatever reason, they have been extradited to Russia, but they have been killed, unfortunately. And some of them are with the high sentences, with the big sentences, are locked up still in prison. So it is unbelievable what we're witnessing, and we hope with the media and with the more people will get involved with the Amina Girifanow's case, and we don't want to let Romania to extradite Amina Girifanova, because it is wrong and this is unlawful. So I would like to ask you, Moazzam Begg, brother Moazzam Begg, what kind of what can we do to save Amina Girifanova, in your opinion? Because you have more experience and you know much better what kind of steps we could take forward to free Amina.
Well, first of all, as I understand it, you did tell me that there's been a European court decision that says that Amina cannot be and should not be extradited. Is that correct, Abdul-Malik?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
So you see, so now this would be in contravention to the European Court's decision. It would be in contravention to the European Human Rights Convention. It would be in contravention to the stated policies of the European Union at the moment, which are clearly sanctioning and against Russia. So if Romania is trying to, or at the behest of Russia trying to do this, then it should be held to account for what it's doing, because this is entirely illegal. It's this treatment of this woman based on Russia's request is illegal. Russia must be saying, after all, it's at war with countries in Europe that are supporting Ukraine, that they're terrorists. Russia is calling all of its opposition terrorists. So this doesn't make any sense at all. Russia is calling Britain, it is calling the European Union as supporters of terrorism in this war. So this makes no sense. So that's the first thing, the legal aspect. The second aspect, and it's really important, is that people start to put pressure on. We need to contact people within the Romanian government, from the Romanian Defense Department and Justice Department, who must know and must be aware that people are looking at them from abroad and around the world, that treating this woman in this way, this sister in this way, is simply unacceptable, and that it will be exposed. It will be exposed for the denying of her rights under international law, and also for what is evident, and what we've said before, that this seems to be another case of European Islamophobia, of targeting people based upon them being Muslims. After all, why would you? Russia would say that there are tens of thousands of terrorists in Ukraine who are fighting against them, who are not Muslims. So clearly we need to put the pressure on, get our communities, the Muslim community, to not forget our Chechen brothers and sisters, who we often see them on one side of this conflict. We see them with Putin, some of the Kadyrov supporters. We see those, but we don't see the others. We don't mean consistently fighting against the oppression of Russia. And we need to start to see their voices. We need to start to see those who have been targeted by the Russian, and we need to speak up and in their favor. And of course, I do ask everybody to
thank you very much.
To follow Abdul-Malik on this, Chechen brother. Lighting.
Moazzam Begg, the line is a little bit breaking up.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can carry on now.
No, so yes, so,
Come back now.
brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
please do support Abdul-Malik. You can see very, very clearly what he's doing single-handedly alone in London, protesting, making sure that the sister is not forgotten, sleeping there at night, every night in a tent. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to be in that type of situation. So the dedication that this brother is showing, and that other brothers all across Europe are showing, brothers and sisters, campaigning for, protesting for Sister Amina, we need to unite with them. We need to unite. The community needs to recognize that you are part of us and we are part of you, and we need to show you our support. And I encourage anybody that's in London to visit and to stand and show solidarity with Abdul-Malik and all the other brothers and sisters around the world who are also protesting outside the embassies of Romania.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are only making a small reason, as Allah says, if we have, nothing will happen if we don't make a reason. And I hope this will be just one small reason that will make our Muslim sister free, inshallah. And we have continuously coming another protest as well. We had protests in France, in Germany, in Austria, in Dublin, in Ireland, and we got one coming in Norway as well. And this Saturday we got another protest coming on Dublin again. And as you yourself and seen and know, I am staying here day and night, and some brothers, they come and support me. So we will do a small reason, inshallah. And obviously with we hope firstly the mercy of Allah will reach, and Amina Girkhana will be freed. And we hope that good people will support us and help us. And the last one question I would like to end it, before we end this live, I would like to ask you one question. What kind of steps could you take to help our sister to be free?
Yeah. So, of course, we've met and we've spoken together about the importance of this case. And so I can tell you and make it clear to everybody that CAGE as an organization and myself as an individual entirely and completely support justice for Sister Amina Girkhanova, and support you in your campaign. So we will make sure that we will put out press release, indeed share this video, make other videos with you in future, and bring this as part of the cases that we will be fighting for. So Abdul-Malik, I would also ask you, because I'm going to share this across our platforms as well, is that please tell people where are you exactly, where are you, what's the address so that they can come to see you, and how long are you going to be there, when should they come, what should they do. Let's get people coming over at least to see you, and if they can't come to see you, then at least start to bring the name that we have is there a hashtag for the campaign? Please tell us these things so that people can start getting practically involved and sharing this outside of the community, the Caucasian community.
Thank you, brother. That would be very helpful. I'm actually standing in front of the Russian embassy. The location and address will be, we will place it separately, and it's very easy to find on Google. I'm not very sure with the exact name of, I think it's a Kensington, it's Notting Hill basically, Notting Hill Gate. So I am here until 26th. Inshallah, we will be having on 26th a big gathering. We hope there will be many people coming here, as Ukrainian people said they will come, some Belarusian people, English people, all sorts of people, many people. I speak during the day with many people who feel solidarity and want to support our sister Amina Girkhanova. They hopefully
so,
on 20.
What time will you be there? What time will everybody be there on the 25th? The
hearing is bad. 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you. So
I cannot hear you, but if you can hear me, I will finish off and we can end it because I cannot hear you. I think it's being distracted because I had a phone call coming in. So basically, on 26th, from 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock, we have permission to gather here and to read out our resolution, and we can stay here for 2 hours. And as you asked earlier, what kind of help I would need, basically, if anybody who is willing to support with their word, would just come and stand with me, they are welcome. I'm here every day, basically. It would be better if they come like afternoon time because it's off. We got more people walking, passing by, so we have better chance to speak to the public and to make them Amina's situation and Amina's case. So I really appreciate whoever would come, and I think it would be nice. But the most important thing is on 26th from 4 till 6 o'clock. If more people would join us, our rally in opposite of Russian embassy.
I will ask people, myself, I will share this and ask people to come and join you and be present to give their support. We have many Muslims, non-Muslims and so forth who will stand with this evident case of terrible injustice that's taking place, detaining a woman and threatening her to be sent to a place where she could be tortured or could be killed by a country that's involved in breaking up and destroying what's happening in Europe. So we need to make sure that people support in every way they can.
Moazzam Begg, I really appreciate your time and coming to our live stream, and I hope this will be very helpful, and inshallah we will raise the more awareness of Amina's case, and more people will join to support our sister Amina Gidekhanwa.
Allah bless you, Brother Abdul-Malik, for taking this step and standing for somebody in this situation. It's been raining very heavily. You've been standing through all of that. You've been in this tent. It's not an easy task. You travel from quite a great distance. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place this on your balance of good deeds and reward you in this dunya and the akhirah, and all the brothers and sisters involved in this campaign, and free all our prisoners, especially Sister Amina.
Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very much, Moazzam Begg, and we will end the stream on this one. Again, Jazakallah khair, all the best, brother, and we'll link up soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.